Okay, so we're back, and this looks like a team I feel like I can beat. I feel pretty comfortable starting with Heatran because that Volcarona is not going to do too well if I get the rocks up. I'm just going to go for Stealth Rock right away. I don't expect him to Earthquake, which he doesn't, thankfully. He does outspeed me, so I'm not going to be cheeky and go for the Willow. I'm just going to get out of dodge and go into Latias here. Now, I don't take the damage from the Earthquake because of the Levitate, and now I'm in a pretty good situation where I can go for Toxic on anything. He can switch to Crobat here, which I'm not too afraid of. He can Ice Shard all he wants with Mamoswine. I can roost that off for days. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to lay down a Dragon Pulse because nothing on his team's really going to appreciate it, and after Rocks damage, if he chooses to switch, I'm looking pretty good. If he decides to stay in with Mamoswine here, he can Ice Shard me, and I'll be able to roost it off. He will get some pretty awesome damage off on me though, but ultimately, as long as he doesn't crit, I should win that Toxic stall. So he's taking a bit of time here to decide. I don't like starting the timer on people, but I probably will in a few seconds here if he decides to not move. He's probably just deciding who he wants to bring in. I'm going to send him a message. So, asking if he's there. He could be making a decision. If he doesn't reply in a few seconds, I'm going to go ahead and start that up. And timer. Timer's on. Didn't want to. Okay, now he starts it. I don't get what he's doing. So now I have to roost. I have no choice. He gets the crit, but I survive. Oh my goodness. That was scary, and I did not appreciate that at all. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to roost one more time. And after that, I should be sitting at around, let's see here, 80 health maybe? Or am I completely wrong and I'll be closer to 70? He goes for Endeavor. That's interesting. I've yet to see that. So I applaud him for that. It didn't work out too well. I ended up about where I would be anyways. He brings in Porygon 2, which I think would be like the best switch for me in that case. And he's just going to switch out and go for Crobat. I don't really understand what he was trying to accomplish there. I'm going to go ahead, set up a Tailwind, yeah, I'll set up a Tailwind now, because that way I'll be able to outspeed this Crobat. It's going to put me in a pretty good situation, and I'm going to Dragon Pulse to get some nice damage off, and I'll be able to outspeed and roost up next turn if need be. So Dragon Pulse is going to do quite a bit of damage. He's going to Super Fang me, which is really weird. Now I'm going to go for the Roost. I don't want him to try and kill with Brave Bird. He's going to go for Defog, and that removes rocks from both sides. So I don't want him to go into Volcarona. So I'm going to go ahead into Diggersby, because if... Oh, he's going to Roost. Okay. So that's fine by me. I'm going to go ahead and use some... Ooh, I could Agility if I wanted to, which I think I might, but that's a bit risky. I'm going to go for Smackdown, and he brings in Cefagrius, which, Cefagrigus, whatever it is. Let's see here. I could have gone for Agility. It wouldn't have been too beneficial. I don't want him to Will-O-Wisp me here. That would be really awful. So I'm going to go into Heatran, and he does go for Will-O-Wisp. Fantastic. That's a Flash Fire boost for me, so I'm going to be dishing out so much damage now. Stealth Rock is necessary though. I really want that up for when Volcarona comes back in. But now I am bulky, and okay, so he's going to Curse. That's a pretty good play for him. I might be able to kill here with Flamethrower. I'm pretty sure he'll survive, considering these are usually physically defensive. Oh, he doesn't. So that worked out really well for me. Curse is going to start racking up sooner than later here, which is going to be a problem. Now, he's got the Latios, and I'm not sure what he wants to try and accomplish with this. I could stay in, because I don't really need Heatran for too much more. So I'm going to go for the Will-O-Wisp, and he goes for the Surf. Now, I'm going to die this turn anyways, but now that I have the burn off, that's going to be really beneficial for me. Just the residual damage is going to be really nice. I could go into Latias here and maybe take a Draco. I'm not sure though. I think, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to risk that. I do believe Latios outspeeds me, but I'm going to set up a Tailwind because okay, he does kill me. That's pretty crazy. He's going to switch now though because he has nothing really better to, like, he can't hit me too hard. I'm going to set up an Agility, and then from there I think I'll be okay. He brings in the Porygon 2, which I was kind of disregarding this. So he has huge power now, but he's not a physical attacker, so I should be okay. Blizzard, though, is a scary move, and that's going to take me down pretty low. But yeah, I don't think I'll outspeed Volcarona. So I guess I just... Oh, okay. He's going to switch into Crobat, which is fine, I suppose. I'm going to go for the Smackdown here. So I'm dead this turn no matter what, but on Crobat, I'm going to be able to get a ton of damage off now. Yes, beautiful. So now he's probably going to... Oh, he's going to Defog. But, okay, so apparently Defog doesn't work when there's no target. I didn't know that, and that's pretty awesome to know, actually. So I'm going to go ahead into Weavile, and I'm going to go for the Ice Shard, because if he switches out here, his Crobat's dead because of the rocks on entry. If he switches to Latias, that's dead. If he switches to Porygon 2, that's dead. And if he switches to Volcarona, actually, I probably... Oh, okay, that works. I probably should have faked out in case he went to Volcarona. I think it would have done a little bit more than Ice Shard, and it would have put me in a pretty good situation. See, now I'm a little bit scared. I don't know what I want to do. I think I'm going to go into... Ooh. I'm going to go for a knockoff. I outspeed. Okay, fantastic. So I was expecting him to be timid, but I guess I was wrong. And now I can Ice Shard, and then I can Ice Shard the Crobat. So that is a win for me. I played 7 games in the session and only won 3. This guy's just going to be a poor sport, and he's going to disconnect. Not cool when people do that, but I guess that gives me a little bit more time to talk. So yeah, thank you for watching. If you guys are new to the channel, please like and subscribe. You won't be disappointed. I do upload pretty often now. I am on spring break, however, but I will be stockpiling a bunch of games for when I go back to school, and then hopefully once a weekend, if not more, maybe twice a weekend, I'll be doing a session, and that should be providing me with pretty constant content for a while. So yeah, if you're new to the channel, like and subscribe, and I guess I've got 20 more seconds to kill. This was a session on top of a session. Only 3 out of 7 games I won, which is pretty uncommon for me. I usually win a bit more. That's not me trying to gloat, I just kind of get lucky during sessions. But yeah, I had fun during this, and I end up leaving the ladder a bit lower than I was when I started, but I'm 1303 still, and that's good enough for me. This is Chris, and this is my session, and I hope you enjoyed. So yeah, bye.